like liberalism in itself is a capitalist ideology, so I don't get what the I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's Neo.
I don't fucking get it. It just it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I bought Battle Chef Brigade, and that's what matters. So we're just sliding our way down here. Cool.
I hope you don't expect that thing to lose any momentum, because it won't.
It's a perpetual motion machine. How did they figure it out? They should patent that and sell it to somebody.
So you'll be happy to know that this is the same music used in the Peruvian caves.
What music?
Sorry, ambiance. Except now I've ruined it by going to the menu.
Oh, well. Angie fell into the water again.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 2 has some problems with its ambience. It just keeps cutting out. So like that opening section was like from the Peruvian caves, but then like you go to the menu and then it just kills it.
Good. Back when...
Mostly, I'm wondering how they got that echoey effect when this is still technically the back alleys of Venice.
Back when the technology for video games just couldn't handle loading so many sounds at once.
Man, that's annoying. But Tomb Raider 1 did it fine.
Well, something broke when they made the sequel.
I mean, clearly. So, I'm not a fan of this. I think this is mean and dumb. To progress, you have to find a switch that you can only find by dropping onto this area, turning around, and jumping up to a different ledge. This will take me a couple minutes.
Great.
And of course, with freezes.
Huh?
In the meantime, I'm like, well, I can just get off here. This seems safe. Goodbye.
Well, there wasn't quite a landing there.
I tried. I'll have you know I cut out 15 minutes of footage to get, like, during that player error.
Nice.
Because, as it turns out, I don't actually hate you.
I mean... Alright, but seriously, what's up with that box?
It's still going.
Like,
I wish I had as much energy as that box does.
Yeah, like, for real, a perpetual motion machine like that is something that people have actually been trying to, like, theorize how it would be physically possible to create.
Well, you can blame Marco Bartoli for actually coming up with the dang thing.
How did he do it?
All I know is it causes contact damage, so it's better not to.
It's a box!
Contact damage.
It's a swinging box, Laura.
Good. Also, this game is a lot less forgiving on the med packs.
Yeah, I was just about to say you're out of mid-size med packs. Well, I guess it's small and large, isn't it?
And like it's even less forgiving than Nocturne. Related. I'm still salty that everyone thinks when I talk about Nocturne, I'm talking about Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know what Nocturne is, dude.
Hey, people who are really into Tomb Raider might know what Nocturne is because it's a similar thing.
You realize that, like, you are legitimately gonna have to record it with how much you keep bringing it up.
Probably.
And like we're gonna have to LP it as well.
Okay. There's worse ones to LP. It's a lot more fun to watch than play, so you know.
And then I'll make you watch Nocturne as well, except you hate JRPGs, so.
Please don't make me watch the Shin Megami Tensei anything. Thank you.
I don't know why you have such a resistance to watching Heresy.
Please don't make me watch the Shin Megami Tensei. Thank you.
Like, it should be really fun for you, because you'd be able to point out all the ways that their interpretations of religious figures are wrong.
Okay, so, this is obscure, but you know Retsupre, and remember that time that they watched that guy talk about quaternary computing?
Yeah.
Like, you remember that, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the sounds that were coming from Slowbeef's mouth? I think you know where I'm going with that.
I don't see why it would be such an issue. I'm just saying. Like,
Me literally just screaming endlessly.
I don't know. I don't see what's so wrong about having a plot line where you as the JRPG protagonist in a world that has suffered the apocalypse must go on a personal journey to kill God. I don't get what's the problem with that. Strictly speaking, I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be like actual Christian God. It's just kind of like, oh, it's God, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so another thing I liked about that bridge there was they kind of encourage you to jump in through the top, but if you do, you fall in the glass and die. Like, it's insta-death.
Good. What were those spikes even supposed to be?
Shattered glass.
Some really big glass shards. Like,
Shattered glass.
Like, it must have been a lot of glass that broke there.
Oh, and going down there would just plunge me straight into it, so let's not go there.
Sure. Huh?
Yeah, the other ones that have been long have been because I've been combining levels. This one is just one level.
Oh boy.
The Opera House is not screwing around.
Now, is it long because it's actually a large level, or is it long because it's really difficult to navigate?
No, it's actually a large level, so, you know, there's that.
Is it also really difficult to navigate?
Yes, also
part?
that. Yes, it is also difficult to navigate.
I don't... Well, alright, never mind.
You don't what?
No, it's... I was going to say, like, I don't understand why you can work your way to figure out, like, these games, but you just refuse to, refuse to learn how to get into Dark Souls, but then I immediately thought about how, well, because, like,
I just can't believe you almost said this is like Dark Souls.
Well, let's be honest here. Like, getting around these areas is really fucking difficult sometimes.
I mean, yeah.
But what I immediately thought afterwards is that, like, the critical difference is that the difficulty in these games generally doesn't come from the combat, whereas in Dark Souls, navigating the environment is generally the less difficult part. So obviously, if I presume if the combat in the Tomb Raider games was a lot more difficult than it is, you'd probably have a worse time with them.
It seems likely. So that's just torturing me right now.
Oh, I guess you need to find a different way to get down there, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to not drop down. This isn't Tomb Raider 1 where you can, like, slide between the spikes. And now it's just, if you fall on those, you die.
But yes, in essence, the Tomb Raider games are the Dark Souls of platform adventure games.
I don't even know how I feel about that.
So where are we actually supposed to be going from here?
I just took a good look around, but we're trying to get to where Infinite Swinging Box 2 is.
How did he get more than one of these?
Well, I mean, if you make one, you might as well have more. So we're going to encounter a room near the end of this level that has 6 Infinite Swinging Boxes.
So this guy is clearly he could be harnessing this for just infinite energy and like selling it all.
It's fine. But why would he go for infinite energy?
Because
if he could have a dagger of Xeon.
Well, because here's the thing, like he's mafia, right? That's what he's supposed to be. Like the whole point.
Italian mob, yeah.
The whole point of the mafia is that they're supposed to be like controlling things from behind the scenes and making a whole bunch of money while doing it. And so like if you have the technology to create infinite energy, you can literally hold entire countries to ransom by being like, oh, we have the best energy solution and you're gonna have to completely deplete your own country of resources if you want to try to compete with us. And like, so why would they not? Why wouldn't you try to do that?
He could have a dagger of Xeon.
I'm just saying. So
that didn't seem to do anything.
There we go.
I'm sure the fact that it didn't do anything has nothing to do with that rather conspicuous hole in the computer.
Nah.
Okay, well, this doesn't look very safe.
Is this supposed to be a building?
Yeah, it's right there in the save game name. We've entered the Opera House. Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop. Oh gosh.
The architecture here is, let's say, questionable.
I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. Alright, so that sandbag is really conspicuous.
Oh god.
There, he figured out how to shoot.
He still only managed to get, what, like 2 shots off?
Oh well, I mean, we had a shotgun, so hardly fair.
Dog.
Bye, dog.
Aw. This won't work.
And I'm sure it has nothing to do with all those destroyed wires off to the right there.
Exactly.
Apparently this was such a hard puzzle that they never did anything like that again, where you had to, like, replace wires.
You don't say. Also, like, how dark it is, and, like...
Well, I mean, okay, this is a fully abandoned... Sandbag, please. This is a fully abandoned building, as you can tell.
How did that dog open the door?
He didn't. This guy did.
But the guy wasn't even moving out of the door until, like, you started running up towards it.
Well, I guess he just unleashed the dog. Yeah, you need a ton of flares for this section, so that's great.
See... Oh, God.
We're fine.
Well,
Everything is completely okay.
see, I don't mind dark areas in games if you have a way to, like... Hello, dog, somewhere. If you have a way to, like, turn on a light for them, or, like, if you're... Presuming you're going to go back to them. But if you have a limited... God, you're not doing well with this jumping, are you?
I'm distracted by all these screaming dogs.
But yeah, when you... Oh.
Back!
When you have a limited number of light sources available to you, good. And they make you go back and forth between areas that you can't permanently light up. It's just like, well, what happens once you run out of flares? I mean, obviously you, in this recording, won't run out of flares because you have like 23 of them still, but still.
Well, then you have to do some dark fumble. Don't worry, sweetie. It happens to the best of us. Also, I have no patience for this guy.
That seems like an appropriate response.
I knew you'd approve. Okay. Take a moment. There we go. Got those. Now we have to find our way to the stage. Alternatively, we could take a look down here first, I guess. Oh, I see.
Time to save again.
You'll get used to it. Oh, hi.
Again, appropriate response. He was just chilling out in a corner with a rat.
Don't if the Phantom of the Opera Dario Argento version told us anything, don't trust the dude with the rats.
I'm just thinking, why did the rats... How do the rats know to only attack Lara?
Because we are not the Rat Man.
Is this a dressing room?
Yeah, it's a dressing room.
With
one of the most insane health and safety hazards in the world.
It's got a bunch of windows where nobody would even be able to see them. So that's good.
Well, that, but also it just has a vent that you can open and just crawl into the spinning fans.
Yeah, where's the actual door for this room?
So there's this vent that you can open.
Was that gray thing on the other wall supposed to be the door, or
I guess so.
Is there just no door?
So
why did we push that?
well, we'll need it for a later puzzle. It's
Yeah,
fine.
so
I was busy being confused.
Is that gray thing a door, or...
Yeah, it is, but it's not a door anywhere that actually goes anywhere. I assume you're supposed to just break the windows to get in.
And then just tell the Opera House manager so that they can fix them?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, why not just install a sliding glass door or something at that point?
Oh well, we'll figure it out later. I was hoping to be able to push that down, but no. Of course no.
Well, let's go into the vent.
In case you're wondering, yes, touching the fans is instant death.
Of course. It always is. They would shred you apart. Don't
Well,
you
good thing
know?
when they threw the key down here, it bounced up there and not behind a fan.
It was blown upwards by the draft of the fan.
I made a good judgment call here and saved because I think I died 16 times in these vents.
That's a lot.
It's a high number.
Well, there are a lot of fans in these vents, huh?
They're really moving that air. I thought this place was abandoned.
This seems inadvisable.
On the bright side, the Jade Dragon is kind of easy to find.
Also, these vents are really large.
Well, I mean, this is like probably like a 1920s opera house, so or older.
Still, like, I know that it's kind of a thing in video games to have large vents anyway, but like,
If you step one step too far, you get owned.
good. She's standing up completely straight, and oh god, and still has space between her head and the ceiling of the vent. Like, that is a very tall vent.
Plus, I think every cube is 6 feet. So, you know,
Yeah,
we're just pretending that's fine.
these are very large vents, and of course there's the button. What does this button do?
That.
Why?
So that we can exit the vent safely, obviously.
Why is there a secret door in the vent? Who builds a vent with a secret door and then puts a pushable block inside of the vent right next to the secret door?
I mean, it seems like a pretty good place for storage, if you ask me. At any rate, the puzzle to escape gets easier to understand now.
Hang on a second.
Did you just...
That
Did
door...
you just make a hangers pun?
No.
Okay,
Not
good.
not intentionally, at least. But
Okay, you were saying?
there's literally no door into this dressing room.
Yes, correct. As I said, I guess you have to crawl in through the windows.
But why? I'm actually astounded here because I think this is one of the first times I've actually seen in a video game a building, like an in-game building that has a room that people are ostensibly supposed to actually use that has no entrance.
To which I say, remember how I was talking about the Biosci building in University of Alberta yesterday? This is the Opera House equivalent to that building.
How do you build a room that has no doors?
I don't know, but U of A did it, so... Okay.
Makes no sense, man. Man, when I was younger, I would have nightmares about being stuck in small rooms that had no doors.
And then there's Tomb Raider 2, which is like, I mean, that sounds like fun. Okay. This is... Imagine having to get out of here just of your own volition and strength. Oof. Okay, we made it. We're good.
Now where do we have to go?
We got a key. It's an ornate key.
Oh.
So we opened
okay.
this.
Well...
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to go there.
I mean, yeah, you do. Clearly.
Yeah. What that door opened to is literally the first where we saw the first rock. And we opened the door that we climbed up. Yeah, that's that. Just that. That's all.
But why?
Because we need to access that control room we entered through later on, but not right now. So we can just ignore that door for now. I was gonna do that organically, but I failed, and I didn't feel like going back and like just climbing up, only to find out I didn't need to climb up.
I definitely would have. And then I would have been very annoyed. And that was not...
Not a successful jump.
If I had to guess, I would say that you messed that up.
There, got it. There are so many sandbags, and I trust none of them. As I said.
You gotta love the sentient sandbags that...
Oh, geez, where are they coming from?
Yeah, they just happen to know when Lara is walking close enough to them that they should start dropping.
Aw, I shot that guy down. He doesn't even have anything for me to pick up. Bah. Oh, hi, dude. I didn't see you there.
Apparently he didn't see you either, so...
He got off one shot. There, we're good. I know how to play this game.
Watch out for the rest of the sandbags.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a couple of them I won't have to worry about for a while. That looks like a suspicious behind the scenes thing. Well, that's really suspicious. You know that feeling where you just leave your microchip on the floor and you're just like, oh, dang it, not again. And like it's underwater and it'll still be fine.
Oh, hey. That must be where the dragon was, right?
The witch?
The dragon? In the glass shards?
Oh, no, that's actually, that's a different set of glass shards.
Great. Also,
No, we'll find the gold dragon glass shards, don't worry.
just to go... Hello, guys.
Guys.
Just to go back to the microchip for a moment, if it were submerged in water like that, it probably wouldn't work after you got it anyway.
I don't need this sort of disbelief from you.
Clearly, you have to walk through all the glass.
Actually, no, the glass is just there to screw with you later.
How did you do that?
Oh, if you roll while jumping, it's starting from Tomb Raider 2, you'll actually roll in the air. It's not very nice. I like it.
This is the first time you've shown that off.
I didn't really have the use for it before. You have a lot of use for it in Tomb Raider 3. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, jump across.
I could jump to the right side, but I get a feeling I would just die. Not sure what gives me that idea, but I just have it. So we'll just jump a bit further to the left before we go up. It'll be fine.
What does this do?
Let's find out.
Oh, okay.
A bang. It made a bang.
Well, it lowered the bridge.
Ah, yes, it is.
And now we have a sandbag in a perpetual motion.
Man, what are they doing in this opera house?
Who even knows?
Okay, well,
Bartoli should really get on patenting that technology, though.
the real reason the opera house closed down, there's all these perpetual motion sandbags and everyone mistook them for ghosts. So yeah, you're wondering why all that shattered glass is there? Because it's easy to avoid?
Yeah.
It's specifically there to troll you at this exact moment.
How so?
You're just like...
Oh. Well.
They're positioned specifically to catch you if you fall at that exact moment.
Great.
Okay, we're good. This is really good. Here is the kill the main singer switch.
Does it just drop the sandbag on the...
It dropped one sandbag, which fell through the theater floor.
Well, you missed.
I'm fine.
It's really dark.
It is absurdly dark.
You might want to light up a flare.
Working on it.
There you go.
I swear it wasn't that dark when I was actually playing, although it was still pretty dark.
I mean, yeah, like, the recorded videos always tend to be a little bit darker than when you're just playing them. What is that?
You'll see in a second, but first I realized I need to go collect a important thing.
Is it a dragon?
Yes, it is.
Again, why are there so many dragons in Italy?
It's for the same reason you find gold roses in Ireland in Tomb Raider 5. The Ireland section's amazing, by the way, because you cannot do any combat. It's because you're literally 16. It's great.
I mean, I could see the Irish at least being more associated with roses than the Italians are with Chinese dragons.
That's fair. Okay, well, what about that time in Tomb Raider 5 where they just give up tomb raiding altogether and she raids a government office, which is also full of gold roses? Tomb Raider 5's kind of dumb. Like, even more dumb than the other ones.
That's
pretty decent.
This one's been pretty dumb so far.
This one has been remarkably dumb, yes. It gets dumber and less dumb at the same time, you'll be happy to know.
Okay, so what's that?
That, my dear sir, is elevator guts.
A relay box. How? What would she do if she went through all this to pick up all these mechanical items and try to manually fix all the stuff? And I mean, first of all, it's ridiculous that the relay box even got down there in the first place. But, whoops.
The freeze did me in there. Because you have to, like, it cancels anything you press in the middle of the freeze. So it didn't count my action button press.
Maybe you should get your computer checked out or something.
It's just it's just the early Tomb Raiders that do this. I don't know why.
Yeah, what would Lara do if, like, she went through all this, and then it wound up that the parts didn't even work anymore anyway?
Well, I guess you'd have to call the cops. I don't understand why they wouldn't work, though. We only left them in water. This is really good, by the way, because if you don't move instantly, the elevator just leaves. So, that's cool. Oh, okay, bye.
Just jump on
you're
top
like,
of
wait,
it.
come back! And then that won't work, so you climb back up. But then you keep climbing.
Oh. What?
And then, a dragon.
This seems potentially deadly.
That's what walking is for. Comes with extra easy clips.
At least she can walk through glass.
At least that.
Which, walking on glass is still really potentially dangerous.
It's fine. It's fine. We're walking.
I would dare say that, like, walking on shards of glass would actually be more dangerous than walking through, like, gigantic spikes.
I think that thing I just picked up was supposed to be Uzis, except I already had Uzis.
Supposed to be.
Because I found them, I found the Uzis already, so. Okay, well, there, we escaped. And we can just try the elevator again, I guess.
I haven't actually like mentioned it, but I like how all the glass shards are just like sticking straight up out of the ground too.
Well, if they weren't, then it would hardly be instantly fatal if it fell on them, would it be? This gets infinitely dumber in the boat, in the sunken boat levels, which, by the way, are upcoming, and they're incredibly dumb.
Oh boy. Hang on a second.
There we go.
So what happens if you just ride on the top of the elevator?
Well, then it stops, and you can't get into the area, so you have to climb out again.
Oh. Well. Hi, dude.
There are too many dudes all of a sudden.
These ones actually know how to shoot you.
I don't like it.
It's okay, they're dead.
We're good.
I like
so
how
they're firing with silenced automatic pistols, but they're
And-
carrying shotgun shells.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how after all this death and destruction, Lara just picks up their items and she's like,
I'm a fan of how we're finally in that area. Remember when we were jumping on the broken tiles on the way in?
Yeah.
That was over here, so now we've made it down here.
Ugh.
And more swimming. This is a really decrepit opera house, isn't it?
I bet, yeah. At least there aren't any crocodiles.
Let's see. Yeah, there's going to be some real fun ones with the underwater ship. That's all I'm going to say.
Are they all gonna be crocodiles again?
There's no crocs, because crocs can't survive that deep.
Are we gonna be harpooning sharks?
Well, why are you just spoiling it for everyone?
I mean, it's obvious.
Yes, we will be harpooning sharks. Absolutely. 100% yes.
Yeah, this would not work. This has been
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's been soaking in water for how long? It would be completely fried.
Just dry it off really well before you power it up. It'll be fine. Corrosion
No.
does not exist. Ignore literally everything else in this opera house saying otherwise.
Alright. Man, Lara, you really lucked out on that one.
Yeah, that's a fine jump. That's nothing to worry about.
No, I meant the microchip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she really did. Alright, so now we're going to enter that door I opened like half an hour ago.
Because now we can fix the other control panel thing.
Yep.
Great.
So I can use this button, for whatever reason, to open up the control area again.
And just climb your way up there because they can't have a door in there either. Why does it just open up to the roof, too?
To be fair, we opened that roof hatch.
But
Presumably this is just to get to the roof in case you need to get to the roof for repairs or whatever. Anyways, what'll this lever do now?
Something.
Yeah, this is how you get backstage.
Okay. And you're supposed to know that how?
It kind of works. Like, if that was the overlooking, like, booth for the tech people, it makes sense that you would activate things on stage from that booth.
Yeah.
Sure. It's fine.
But, like...
But that does not really account for the sound we heard.
Yeah. And as the player, how are you supposed to know, like, oh, surely that means I have to go back to the stage now?
I mean, it took me a bit. You can at least see that broken panel is now wide open, so at least there's that. I wonder what opera they were doing that required the back of the stage to just open.
Oh, hi guy.
They also had a couple dudes living back there. For good measure.
Yeah, again, sentient sandbags. They just happen to know when Lara is nearby, so that they can drop at the opportune moment.
Well, maybe someone's controlling them, but I have no idea how.
Yeah, no.
Just straight up no. Will it make you feel better or worse to know that this is not the only opera house backstage we end up in the game?
How?
Well, really big cruise liners have have stages, right?
I mean, maybe.
Related, the underwater, the shipwreck levels are both brilliant and incredibly dumb.
Wasn't that box supporting the one on top of it?
Apparently not.
What's going on? Is that
There's
box
a flowable box.
Is that box just floating in the air now?
Presumably, it's like a long box that's being.
It doesn't look like it.
What I'm trying to say is, you open the door with this switch.
And you're supposed to know that was a movable block. How?
You can recognize them. They have like a big seam going down the middle. Also, you just can't. You need to learn to recognize them, or you can't progress. See me playing Tomb Raider 3 for the first time. Stuck forever because I could not recognize the movable blocks.
And you just fell down a hole that you couldn't see because it was so dark.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh, man.
Gosh darn it.
Remember that Spencer really likes the Tomb Raider games.
They're really good.
Oh my god.
I warned you, we were going to see the room with like 6 perpetual motion boxes.
That's too many swinging boxes. And these two are like swinging in time and everything.
Also,
and those two are
we've encountered we've encountered the first boss.
Of course. Do we have to actually engage them?
Yes.
I heard dogs. Hi.
Hi. It's like a game of Pac-Man, except everyone's armed.
We're kind of cheating by, like, being on top of the wall, though.
You need to. He's actually kind of hard to fight.
I mean, if you could survive a direct grenade launcher to the face, you'd probably be hard to fight as well.
I mean, here we are, aren't we?
Did that get him?
Y'all need to stop shooting me.
No, I didn't get him.
Nope.
Man.
Well, I've run out of grenades.
You know that feeling when you're just so durable that you can take, like, 4 grenades right to the chest and not even flinch?
To be fair, he's meant to be a damage soaker. Because, spoiler alert, you lose your guns pretty soon here, so...
But, realistically, how would he survive that? As a human?
Maybe he has the blood needed to access the dagger of Xion?
I said realistically.
Oh no, there's none.
Well, you got somebody there. There's still a dog running around though.
It's probably fine. Well, he has grenades, so...
There you go.
Oh, he had a lot of grenades.
Pork.
I should have just used, because again, I'm going to lose all my guns, but oh well.
Uh-huh. Pull out the grenade launcher.
No reason not to.
Exactly. Now where?
Well, I mean, that door is closed, so clearly there has to be unlocked somewhere. If only I had a way of seeing. Can you imagine that Breakfast Man has such hot takes that he doesn't even like this series?
I wonder.
Do you at least understand why I like the series?
I mean, I don't think it's bad. It's just, like, supremely tedious.
AKA my entire childhood. So this just takes me a minute, but, yeah, the switch is up here, like, on top of these boxes.
I don't know that I would ever find it.
Yeah, but you're not patient.
No, I just don't know that I would ever, like, see it.
It's actually extremely obvious. I'm just on the wrong side of the room is all.
Oh,
You can
it's
see
way
it.
over there. Okay.
It's fine.
Uh...
I'm just trying to find the safest way to jump.
Apparently it was that.
And I tried to side jump and she just ricocheted off the ceiling. So that's great.
Don't you do that?
I mean, yes, I do, but
There you go.
I have zero trust.
Surely there's something you'll need to grenade through there.
I mean, would it surprise you at all? Yep, there it is.
Where did he come from?
I mean, presumably Venice.
We already killed everybody in here.
He heard the door open. He's like, I can't have that.
Let me materialize out of
How many Venetian opera houses have just attached seaplanes?
Alright. Are you gonna go to sleep again, Lara?
Not in the same way.
Just climb in the box and take a nap?
We don't even get to see what's in there.
Clearly it's not important.
Well, we're taking off, so...
You don't even know where they're headed, Lara.
It's not quite the same now, is it?
Someday you will get a speeding ticket for that ton, Fabio.
Hey, it's just a gut feeling that maybe you are wrong to look there.
Is your belief so fragile?
Yeah,
Thump.
Breathe deep. The gut, Fabio. Has no more direction than a simple through and out. Honest, but not entirely. When my father left when I was a boy,
what's wrong with his eyes, though?
They're talking very loudly.
He possessed
They're Italian.
the seraph. But he was just a disciple in this design. His death, plotting a
Do you like
path
Lara's
to be
hair
sought
just
by
like
the one, his
writhing
son.
around?
You understand?
Then
Have
1997
faith, Fabio.
physics.
Not gut rot. We are searching the right place.
I know it. I believe it, Marco.
Good. Heroes, have you fixed that rail yet?
Oh shoot.
Well, where did he come from?
We didn't check the boxes thoroughly enough.
That doesn't make any sense.
So we killed 48 dudes in the opera house, which is an
ki-
absurd amount
That's kind
for
of a
an
lot,
opera
yeah.
house. On the bright side, we've arrived.
Which we just fly to an oil rig in the middle of the ocean or something?
Correct.
Well, that makes no sense.